Hey, this year's video is a little bit different than the rest of my end of the year videos, mainly because this year in itself has been very different than most of the years. Mainly the reason for this is the change of focus in my life. Kind of took a turn at the end of last year. I know I probably mentioned it back then. I didn't really give many updates besides what had happened over the last 6 or so months. My main focus, if you want to call it, kind of changed from streaming to something new that I tried before and failed at, which was school. I know it probably seems a little unexpected. I'm not really one for school, and I'll get into more of that in a minute or a few minutes. That would explain the lack of abundance in content this year, as compared to other years. I used to be really on top of it, but this year I kind of just let whatever happens happen. I kind of just went with the flow, I guess to say. Before I get into any of that, though, let's revisit some moments from the stream this year.
You're mad? I think it's ace time, baby. I think it's ace time, baby. It's ace time! It's ace time! No, dude, go use the wingman. Shut up, dude. I'm not bad. Hate me. You're better. You're actually just better. Nice fucking try. Welcome to paradise. Oh my god. We are 4 RP away from Master's rank, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we're scanning it.
We got scanned. These kids are cringe lords. No way they're actually trying to push us right now. They're ulted.
He ulted.
On us. What? Hold the door, Justin.
Oh shit. I'm breaking his bubble.
I'm ulting on top of myself.
You're broken. Oh my god, dude. Jimmy.
I bet these one. Dead. I'm betting.
Oh my god! I got it, bitch!
Oh my god!
There's no way, dude.
They just got fucking wiped. Holy shit.
There's no way. What the fuck just happened, dog?
What? Oh, he's so bad!
Go on me right now, dude. You're good. Three, two, one.
Oh my god!
Welcome to paradise.
So I think where I left off last time I updated you all was in January of 2020. Now we're coming up on 3 years since then. So it's been a little while. Kind of doesn't feel like it, to be honest. Lots happened since then for me, and I'm sure for you guys too, and the world in general, obviously. My last update video, I was kind of in a weird spot. I was at a real crossing roads. I know I told you guys that I'd failed out of school. Literally, I failed 3 classes. It was bad. I put no effort in, basically. I had like a 0.7 GPA. It was really bad. I didn't want to go to school in the first place, and I just, partway through the semester, I kind of just gave up. It was, I just gave up. And you all know why I didn't want to go if you watched the last update video and videos before me talking about how I wanted to take a gap year and really take a swing at streaming, and my mom wasn't with it, and she threatened to kick me out, and the whole 9 yards. I've probably said it before, but if I didn't, that's basically what happened. So I kind of just went to college. I did mention in that last video that I did have technically free college, which is very appealing to most people, and to be honest, it's very appealing to me still. But at the time, that's not what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to try something different for a year, see if I could take something somewhere, make it something. that something being streaming. That was put on pause, and I tried out school. Following the update video, tensions are really high in my house. Me and my mom did not really get along that well for a while. And it was hard for me to see and it was hard for me and her to see eye to eye. Why can I not say that? It was hard for me and her to see eye to eye on many things. Why was it so hard? I mentioned that I got a job, or that I was gonna get one, and I did. And it was awful. It was a factory job, and I was working 12 hours every day. So I'd work 5 days on, then I'd have 2 days off. It's like a weekend. But then I work 2 days, and then I'd have 5 days off. So in reality, I was working 2 weeks of a month. It was weird. It was really weird. The pay was good. I was getting paid like $20 an hour, but that was probably the best part of it. So I quit. I quit like a few months in with a little bit of money I had left. I decided I'd move out to Ohio with Zach. And I did that. I remember when I announced it on stream, when Zach brought it up before I was ready to announce it. And then I kind of just had to announce it there. And then I made a whole video on Twitter and everything. Man, it's just so long ago. It feels like it was so long ago. Because it was, realistically. I mean, it was a while ago. Yeah, the emotions around that time were tough, man. Like I said, I wasn't really getting along with my mom very well. I mean, she was always finding something to get me on, and I was just trying to stay neutral and just not be disrespectful. Because I really knew that, like, she was just being very irrational for the time being, and she didn't really see what I wanted to do. And it was weird for her because all she knew was, you know, once you get out of high school, you go to college, and you get a degree in something that you kind of like doing, and then you go get a job and work for the rest of your life. I mean, that's the time period that she grew up in. That's what still a lot of people grow up in. Like I said, it was tough. She didn't really understand what I wanted to do, but I moved out. I ended up doing it. It all got announced. I ended up doing it. Zach came from where he lived in Ohio, like 6 hours away from me, 7 hours away from me, and got a rental car and picked me up and drove me and all my shit there. And I still can't believe he did that. It was kind of crazy. He wanted me out there that bad, but it was cool because, like, it was the coolest experience of my life by far. And I wanted to go out there that bad too. It's not like it was just him. I wanted to go out there so bad. It was cool. I was living with my best friends, man. My online friends, my online buddies, man. It was cool. Him, Alex, if you know White Fox, Michael, Chance from back in the day on the channel. He goes by Zoob. Am I forgetting anybody? They all live in the same town. They all grew up together. And they're like literally my best friends. And I moved out there, and it was great, man. Oh my God, it was amazing. I had so many plans and so many goals and so many stream ideas and so many things I just wanted to do. And a lot of them actually turned out pretty well. My setup quality ended up getting a lot better. The stream quality went up. The actual streams got longer. I did more things in them. Chat started getting more active and lively. My sub count started going up, which, wow. I mean, who would have thought? And then the North RC rolled around that I had been kind of waiting for a while. I started grinding for North in like December of 2019, like probably like right as I was about to get out of college. Did a couple of the other RCs, like the quarantine RC. Some of you might remember that. I met some great people off of that, like Elite, Timsy. There's a lot of other people that I'm probably forgetting. And I ended up winning the RC that came after the summer of 2020. I got all my stuff announced live on stream. It was great. My boy Remy, the OG Remy, announced me winning. It was awesome. It was really cool. It was such a good time, man. It was so much hype going around. I remember it got announced and I had to leave for work like immediately right after. So I like recorded something in my car that I don't think I ever ended up posting on Twitter. Boys, I literally have to I'm literally leaving for work right now, dude. But holy shit, man. Dude, thank you to everybody in North. Fucking Remy, you sexy bastard, dude. UBG, fucking, dude, everybody, dude, that shit was crazy. Thank you guys so much, man. I'm fucking hyped, dude. I have to be at work in like 3 minutes, so, but holy shit, man, I'm fucking hyped to be in North, dude. Thank you, boys, I appreciate that shit. LA, dude. Bog. Smooya, very random. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's a Counter-Strike, pro Counter-Strike global offensive player. He used to be on the team Big back in the day. One day he decided to raid me in the middle of my stream when I was playing Counter-Strike. It was like for like 222 viewers, and it was like a crazy moment. A couple more times he actually raided and hosted me for like a couple hundred viewers each time. It was crazy. It was so high, man. Not to mention the whole time I was getting into CSGO, by the way. But yeah, I mean, that was like the summary of 2020, and I kind of carried that momentum into 2021. which was where things got even crazier. Within the first week, I got rated by Sweet Tails, if y'all know who she is. She rated me with like 400 viewers. It was insane. It was actually a crazy moment. And 2021 was going really well. I met a lot of new people in 2021, like this guy, my man Justin, absolute legend, by the way. If you're watching this, I love you, man. Yeah, I started playing Apex Legends that year as well. I'd played it when it came out in 2019, in like early 2019 when it came out. There's like probably one existing clip of me on Twitch playing that game. But I really got into it in 2021, starting in like March or so, like late February, March. But what I brought into 2021 was like I was averaging like a decent amount of viewers at that point, like given my relative size now. My subscriber count was like fairly consistent. I mean, I want to say for like 3 or 4 months, I averaged like, I didn't drop below 80 subs. It was crazy. I don't know how. It was nuts. I mean, there was obviously a lot of gifted subs, and that's how it works, but I was kind of killing it, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of killing it. It was really fun. I was having a great time. Eventually 5 viewers turned into 10 average, and then 10 was like 15, and I was like about to hit I like basically hit 20 at one point. I literally averaged 20 viewers like a couple streams in a row. I was like, dude, this is getting kind of crazy. I really need to keep going. And this is like the big break that I've been waiting for a long time. And it was just simply because I was putting in the work for it. And I realized, I was like, damn, I'm grinding and it's paying off. I really, around the time, was focused on making it a full-time thing, which in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done. I think I focused too much on the full-time aspect of it. I really wanted to make it a full-time thing, or at least part-time, to where I could work a part-time job and keep grinding that as hard as I could. I actually had plans back in the day. I wanted to hire somebody to start editing some of my content videos and like your stream highlights and like funny moments and stuff. Kind of like how you see with most streamers now. I just couldn't because I just didn't have the money for it. Around late February, I got a new job, partway into me playing Apex. Around like late March or so, I met somebody. They were really cool, and we really liked each other. It was cool. It was a good time. And then eventually, I want to say it was probably around like mid-April, I kind of quit that job too, man. I really wish I could remember like what was going through my head. I really just used to not fully understand like the importance of like hard work, I think, compared to how I do now. I wasn't doing well on money. It was an absolutely stupid thing. April was cruising by. I actually ended up getting into a relationship with said person. Then in early May, I went home for 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks at like the height of everything. I went home. I went and visited person, saw family, and when I came back after those 2 weeks, I realized that I'd kind of fucked up. 2 weeks is a long time to take a break from anything, but especially streaming. And I kind of mark that as like the start of a downtrend in the stream, I think. Actually, no, I mark it as the downtrend in my stream. I'm just gonna be honest. It was literally it was the reason my stream started going downhill. As soon as I came back and I started up that stream, I saw that the viewers had decreased a little bit. You know, I started it up and there were not as many people that were there, and my sub count diminished, and it wasn't going back up. So around late June, I actually went and visited individual again. Then after that, I started a new job. I was so determined this time. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna screw this up. It was working out for a while. It actually was working out pretty well, to be honest. This job was also second shift though, so I was streaming a lot later. People weren't really able to come out nearly as much. I kind of isolated a part of my viewership that, you know, was used to earlier streams. And then around mid-August, I went through a really bad breakup, and I don't care. Like, normally I don't really care about being embarrassed anymore. It was my first breakup. Let's be real. It was my first breakup. And it was rough. It was really rough. But that affected everything, man. Like my emotions, like, you know, like my eating habits were terrible. I was still literally only eating fast food, basically. It really affected the stream. I probably didn't stream for like a month straight at a certain point. Yeah, I would stream one day when I was feeling all right, and then next 3 weeks I wouldn't stream or something like that. But I have to give all props to the boys, to the fellers, my gang, for real. They came in clutch. They really helped me out at that time. They were all there for me in some way, all the time. I owe it to them, really. I mean, yeah, I never gone through something that painful before, and it just kind of spiraled downwards and affected more than just my emotions. I mean, it affected literally everything. Like, on top of having a really hard job, it was really hard, by the way. I really did try at that job, and I ended up getting kind of like booted out of the position, so that really affected me too. That really sent things down in a spiral, and then I eventually I basically got fired from it. That year I got fired from not one but 2 jobs. Got absolutely dunked on by this person, and my stream went to shit, and my health was in absolute, I was like, it was abysmal. By then I probably weighed like 350 pounds. For a reason, I call that like that was easily the lowest point of my life. Easily. And it ended with me realizing that I've been away from family for way too long, and I didn't realize it was affecting me until it was kind of too late. And I ended up moving back home the day before Thanksgiving of 2021. But it ended up getting a lot better. No more depressing stuff. I kind of ran y'all through my ringer for long enough, I think. Life really started turning out from then, to be honest. I realized that I was like extremely overweight, obese, literally fat as hell. I remember me and Zach Valtimar made a bet after the day of Thanksgiving, and we were like, let's see who can lose more weight by the end of the year. And I lost like 20 pounds in December alone. I went from like 355, like 335 or 330 within a month and like maybe a quarter or something like that. Beginning February, started going to the gym with my brother because he's a big gym rat. At the same time in January, I started school. I started doing school for like music technologies. I'm gonna finish up this next semester and then I'll probably be done with it. But yeah, fast forward to now, I have completed 2 semesters with pretty good grades. My interest in photography unexpectedly turned into like a passion that I didn't really know I had. And I've been shooting some really good pictures. So that's probably where a lot of my energy is gonna be being put within the next couple years, probably. But about my weight loss, I'm now around 320 pounds. I can see parts of my body leaning out. I'm happy to say that I now have 73 days of recorded gym progress. I'm gonna be more consistent this next year. Hovering around 320 pounds right now. I think my weight's kind of hovering because I'm losing weight and gaining muscle at the same time. I don't know if that's like valid. Probably the hardest thing for me has just been building that mental fortitude and discipline. In terms of gym content, I want to start doing gym content. I had a car accident in late January. Very random that I'm bringing that up now. But I'm not gonna let that like weigh on anything because I bounced back from it pretty easily, luckily. And I have a pretty nice, basically brand new car to show for it. Good takeaway from that is I learned that I'm not invincible. I visited the fellas twice this year. I went over and drove to Ohio in June and just this past month around Thanksgiving time. I actually have some footage of us meeting Jay or UBG in real life that I don't think I ever posted anywhere.
Dude!
Holy shit.
What the hell, boy? Motherfucker. Holy shit, dude. Dude, he's in the flesh. Dude, what's fucking good, dude?
Crazy.
Dude, it's fucking weird, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, this is fucking wild, bro. Holy shit.
I get the fist bump Alex on land. Let's
Dude,
go.
yeah, dude.
I only ever showed him that video this year because I only found it this year. Definitely am planning to lose a lot more fat and gain more muscle this year, I think. That's the goal. I want to try to hit like 230 by the end of the year. I think it's a realistic goal. Probably going to be streaming a lot more often too. I'm actually working on completely revamping my whole setup. It's going to be cool, I promise. Overall, I think this year was probably... This year was a really good year for me. It was a really good way for me to bounce back from what was probably the lowest point of my life last year. Honestly, I'm really feeling more hopeful than ever. And I'm excited to share that with you guys. I want to say a quick thank you for sticking around with me for as long as some of y'all have. I have experienced a lot of things and documented most of it on this channel since I was 14. There's a lot of videos that aren't public anymore. Just know that it's all here. A lot of the things that I went through and that I did, I documented. A lot of my experiences, like meeting new friends and seeing friends in real life and joining teams and going for challenges and things like that, you know, it's all here. And you can see me through many different stages of my life in this, which I think is very special. It's kind of, for me, turned into like an online diary in a way. I think I'm gonna be really lucky to have that to look back at when I get older. I mean, just now, it's really interesting seeing 14-year-old me not knowing anything that was ahead of him, and then now on the same channel. You know, I was clueless about what I wanted to do with my life for a very long time, and now I feel like all these things that I picked up on and tried and worked on many different times, now all these things that I picked up on are kind of interlinked with each other. Photography, streaming, social media stuff, you know. I feel like all these things I can use to like build something cool for myself, which is what I plan on doing. And I just want to thank you guys for being here to witness it. For those of you that have been around for that long. I know it's not many, mainly just my friends, but anyways, I'm gonna end this now. I've been talking for 47 minutes into my monitor. Man, thank you all for watching this, really. If you stuck around. I know it's probably gonna be a pretty long video because it's an update video. Your guys' support always has and will continue to mean the absolute world to me. Life is sweet. Life is good, man. But can't wait to see what happens next year. I think we got a lot in store for next year. A lot of good things are gonna happen, I think. I'm gonna pursue a lot of ideas and make a lot of cool things happen that I will continue to share with you guys. To such like career things with photography and streaming and weight loss even, I think, as well. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. I say it year after year, but let's see what we can do in 2023, fellas. All right, let's make it a good one. Love y'all, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to me ramble. But I'll see you on the other side. Have a happy new year. Stay safe. Hope y'all had a good Christmas too. Don't do anything stupid. Be good to each other. Be nice to each other. Love each other. Love life. And keep grinding. If you're going through it right now, just keep pressing. Because I promise you, it will get better. Doesn't matter how long you've been going for, it will get better, I promise. And thank you guys for everything. We still have a pretty long way to go, I think. We have a lot of years down the road. But I'm done here. So, love y'all. And thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And let's kick off 2023.